What's going on, guys? Dr. Matthew Loop here. Let's try this again. Take number 2. Sometimes the connection is a little bit weak here, and I want to deliver some value for you today, so I thought I'd put together a great little series called the Chiropractic Critical Mass Blueprint. This series is going to be absolutely free, so I hope you find a lot of value out of it. But from speaking with thousands of chiropractors over the years, I can tell you that there are certain things that my clients and other doctors are doing to overcome critical mass in the marketplace. And I really love chiropractic. I'm a chiropractor, so I want to see the profession thrive. Unfortunately, the way that we're doing things right now, it's just not making it happen. We're still seeing less than 10% of the population, and there are specific strategies, tactics, tools, and resources that can enable us to overcome that critical mass. So really the goal on these training sessions is to help you achieve that critical mass in your marketplace. So Glenn, good to see you. Russell, Robin, thanks for joining, guys and gals. As I mentioned before, my name is Dr. Matthew Loop. If you're just now tuning in and not familiar with my content in the past, this training is going to help you overcome critical mass in your local market. And I'm not going to do this in any particular order because there are many things that we need to discuss, different layers. I am going to try to keep these live videos very short, though, and give you one quick nugget that you can use to supercharge your growth and effectiveness in your local community. There's a lot of different areas that we could cover, but after working with thousands of chiropractors over the years, I just want to reveal some of the common denominators that these doctors are using to hit the critical mass in the market. So let's start with something that should be obvious, but it's really not to a lot of doctors. And when you talk about hitting that tipping point, hitting the critical mass in the profession, each and every one of us has to have a vision up here. There's an old saying in Proverbs, I don't remember where I first heard it, if it was the Bible or some other ancient text, but it says, without a vision, the people perish. I think that many times we have the idea we want to serve and reach more people in the community, but we never really put a number on it. We never really, the target is always moving. So if you just say, yeah, I want to reach more people locally, well, if you want to reach more people locally, how much is more? What you should do, and what I'd recommend doing, is in the town that you live in, how many people live in that town? So if you're in a town of, let's say, 50,000, then we can ask the question, all right, well, there's 50,000 individuals in this town. How do I get 50,000 of those to hear the chiropractic message of health and to learn about the chiropractic lifestyle or to know about our office, what we do, and how we can help them in the community? So we need to know the number first. I don't care where you live, if it's very rural, if it's a very large metropolitan area, figure out the number first and then start to ask the question, how? How can I reach these individuals? How many screenings do I have to do every single week? How many lay lectures in the community do I have to do every single week? How many Facebook ads? How many this and that? And you can start to figure out and reverse engineer the numbers so you know specifically what you need to do to reach 50,000 people with your message in the community. Now, of course, initially, not all of them are going to take advantage of what you have to offer because they need to get to know, like, and trust you. That's why we have the beauty of social media, that we can go and educate and indoctrinate these patients or prospective patients in the community into things that are beneficial for their health. So let's not overcomplicate this. As I mentioned before, within each of these chiropractic critical mass videos, I'm going to give you one specific nugget. This one is all about vision and reverse engineering, getting specific with, one, who you want to serve. And if you have a town of 50,000 people, what do we need to do? How many lectures per week? How many screenings? How many Facebook ads, or a combination of all of the above to reach that goal? That's power. The clarity is power. Most chiropractors, like most people, don't get what they want because they don't have any idea what they really want. They'll say more, or they'll just spout out something that a previous coach or consultant told them. Oh, I want to see 100 patients a week. Who cares? What does that number mean on your community? How many individuals are you impacting? So let's reverse engineer it, scientifically speaking, and then figure out, put a plan in place that we can reach that. Obviously, you know me, my content from social media, and there's a lot of cool stuff that we can do. But if you're already doing great things offline or with other outreach strategies, then keep doing them. Social media is like the icing on the cake that we can use. This video is all about having a very clear and concise vision based on your population. Start to put together a plan. So if you currently are doing screenings, if you're doing Facebook ads, if you're doing all these different mediums, put together a plan and reverse engineer what it's going to take for you to reach those individuals locally. And once you reach them the first time, there are, of course, ways that we can get more of a direct response and bring them into our funnel. So to educate them, build a relationship, build rapport, so they know, like, and trust us. And of course, we can convert them as patients. Anyway, not going to keep this video too long, as I mentioned before. So if you found some value out of this and you like where this is going, and if you like the idea of chiropractic hitting the critical mass and all the benefits that come with that, the credibility, the respect, all these other things, then please click the like button. Give me some love on this video. Show me that you find value. Maybe every week we'll discuss something else. Maybe it's every day. I really haven't decided how fast I'm going to do this training, but the bottom line is, we as a profession, we need to know these strategies, tactics, ideas, tools, and have all this information together so we can make a huge impact and not just see a lousy 5 to 10% of the population like what we're seeing right now. This training, this series, is going to be absolutely free. So if you know other chiropractic colleagues that are interested in reaching that tipping point or hitting the critical mass, definitely tag them below, send this video to them. I think you're going to find some value out of this training as well as the other ones we'll do in the future. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. Okay, perfect question. Please show us an example of a Facebook ads, please. Able to show us beginning to end basic tutorial. Hey, Mark, great question. That's not the content and purpose of this video. I may do that in the future. Social Media Elite clients have access to all that stuff, so if you're not a Social Media Elite member, you might consider it, but I will be doing certain training in the future that deals obviously with Facebook. There's no way in today's society, 2016, that you can hit critical mass without using Facebook, not just their free component, but like you said, the advertising component as well. Chiropractors can flip a switch and really target their message to the masses very, very fast. So we'll talk about that on a separate video. Anyway, keeping this short, guys. Hopefully you found some value out of this. Dr. Matthew Loop here. Talk to you soon. Ciao.